let's apply this to a typical family budget. Let's say it's January of whatever year it is, and we're looking at a couple of the items that are on the family's expense list. What we want to do is we want to break them into these three different categories we've learned about today. All right, so one of the biggest expenses every month is the mortgage payment for their lovely home. And this month we bought mom a new computer for work, and we have to pay the health insurance bill. Dad loves to get Starbucks coffee on his way in, and we just bought a Star Wars DVD to have for the family because we love Star Wars. All right, well, where do each of these fit? So the mortgage payment is the same every single month. So it is a fixed expense for the family. Eventually, it'll be an asset that we own, which is great, but we got a mortgage to make it work, so it's a fixed expense for us. The computer we just paid once. We went to Apple, gave them a lot of money, and then we walked out with mom's new computer. We own it. We're going to own it for years. The medical expenses are the same every single month until next year when they raise the rates again way too much, darn it. All right, so that's a regular bit. But dad's coffee, right? Dad can dial up and dial down his coffee consumption anytime he wants to. He can't dial up and dial down how much he pays for the mortgage. Mom can't dial up or dial down how much she pays for the computer based on how she uses it. So coffee is a variable expense. And that DVD that the family bought, well, because they bought the DVD and it's now sitting on the family library, it's a capital expense. We own it. We can do whatever we want with it. We can lend it to our friends. We can sell it to somebody else. It's capital. But of course, we could have chosen to do something else with it. So earlier, we showed some examples of how you can move expenses around. You can take the same benefit that you're getting and find a different way of paying for it. So we could have chosen to rent the movie if we only want to watch it once and don't plan on watching it again. And then that becomes a variable cost. We could have chosen instead, if it's included with something service like Netflix, we could pay for Netflix every single month, the same amount, and then we could count on having access to the entertainment. That's just an example of applying some of the same business concepts we were doing before and applying them to some common family things that all of us should be able to be pretty comfortable with.